It was a year you lived in, a year you lived in, within, without. Time moved forward. It was a year you lived in, a year you lived in, with Madame Askew and the Grand Arbiter. There was pain to be had and there was suffering, and now we're gonna ring it out. Get the last drops of this new year before we get into 2026. I really like how whenever I do a vibe, and we're in the wrong order. Let me just fix that. There we go.
We can't have that. We can't have that.
We can't have that. So I had a deal. We're going to deal with this right away because I can't not. I did have a New Year's shaving accident. It was an accident. It was not intentional. The mustacia has died. A terrible experience that I will have to deal with for a number of moons while it grows back. But it was sort of like she was no longer prepared for stage, and so she had to be old yellered. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Also, Mad Askew, I love how whenever I do a song, whenever we're doing a song together, your back vocals, never bad, but always a very different vibe. Hello, Liz,
my darling.
Hello, the time
Happy New Year. To tell you, Grand Arbiter, I was just tonight, I was like, I guess I'm doing a dirge where I pretend to be a tenor or a baritone because my high pitch gets turned off and lost. And so I was like, I'm going to experiment with being actually heard. But then it was sort of like very dirgy.
I think part of it was like I was doing sort of like a sitcom opening kind of vibe, and you were kind of doing a in memoriam kind of vibe. Very different vibes. The vibes sometimes clash. It's fine. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Tiger Beats. Hello, Bill.
Johnny. Hello. Hello in Adelaide, where it is already the new year. Hello, darlings. Our SAS Master General is here. Our Budgery Goodness is here. It's so wonderful to have everyone here for the new year, our Hogmanay party. Grand Arbiter, I love celebrating Hogmanay.
I mean, I know you do. You look forward to it every year. We have a number of ridiculous things to do every year.
Yes, it's true.
And we have like a lot of things to go over. I think what we should start with is sort of like, I think we have to like define the vibe.
Define it, Grand Arbiter.
Define the vibe of 2025. I think that the vibe of 2025 was near miss to total disaster. But and by the way, if
you do, I apologize, my darling. Yes, you were the first person here. You were the first.
Yes, and I am so sorry, June. We were distracted. We apologize. Yeah. But yes, the vibe is definitely like near miss to total disaster, I think, is kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
Like we dodged a lot of bullets. There was a lot of shrapnel that we were able to like, Matrix 2 out of the way. Specifically Matrix 2 because it's objectively worse than the first and the third one. Lots of dialogue that is very long and meandering.
Yeah, but it's more Neo, so
yes. Right. And as a reminder, folks who are in our Patreon or in our Discord, you can participate in some of our games today. We will be posting the link to have access when we get closer to time. And it'll be kind of a first come, first serve. We already have some excited participants in the wings.
Ooh. We do. We have some friends who are brave and are joining us to take on the challenge of our nonsense. I'm very excited, Grand Arbiter, but also this is very true. 2025.
I feel like it was like there was so much that happened, and it's shocking. It's just absolutely shocking how much happened in a given year, right? Like,
yes.
What was the things that happened this year? So Labubu's was this year.
Labubu's was this year.
Labubu's
I still only
year.
vaguely understand what Labubus are.
Collectible. They're Beanie Babies. They're collectible keychain things that you can hang off your person.
Yes. Well, I understand that, but also they have some sort of cosmic energy to them, like they are an accursed object. Are we certain that they are terrestrial in nature?
I suspect that's the case, but we'll have to check in with our stuff. For sure. One thing I will say is that we have had a lot of very like weird stuff going on in our lives, just like a constant sort of cavalcade. But Worldcon was this year, which is shocking. It just, I cannot believe that Worldcon was this year. Like Sinners came out this year.
Yes, Sinners was this year. That was wonderful. Do you know what else happened this year, Grand Arbiter? I finally got to meet Catherine Lundoff in person.
That's true. A lot of weird stuff happened this year that was very unexpected. I think that one of the things I'll say is that like we've had a very full year. My year, of course, it's been a year of many changes and constant evolutions is what I'd say.
It's true. Yeah. It's been a lot. But you know what, Grand Arbiter? We are going to take some time tonight to vent our spleen about 2025 collectively, individually.
I think that will be very good. So
it's going to be very cathartic, and also to celebrate some of the good things that happened. We are gliding over the fascist elephant in the room, but that also happened this year. So it's been quite the year.
I mean, so let's talk. I think we're going to start small. What do you think was the tea that you drank the most this year?
Oh, well, when I wasn't drinking Twinings extra strong English breakfast, I was definitely drinking a lot of Assam. I got this really beautiful Assam selection from Upton Teas, and I became obsessed. So I was drinking that quite a bit. And when I wasn't drinking that, it was the Fortnum and Mason blend. So, you know.
I also had a lot of Assam this year, like an absolutely crazy amount of Assam. Mine was Assam question, because like the origin of the Assam was only known that it was from India, and that is the amount of information that you got.
Also, yes, Captain Azar, we are going to celebrate the good things as well as venting our spleen, because it's no good to only fixate on the bad. How will we embrace the whimsy and also be resilient creatures if we don't take a moment to celebrate the good as well?
I think also part of it is there were a lot of good things that happened this year. I think more than bad things that I'm talking about, because we're going to go into it in a more in-depth conversation.
I feel like on a personal level, there was a lot of good that happened for us that was surprising. I
think there was a lot of good in general. There were many good things that happened. I think what was shocking to me is not the amount of bad things, because I think that was kind of to be expected to a certain extent. The amount of weird things
Oh,
Just like
yes.
absolutely bizarre, weird stuff. Like not good, not bad, just why?
Yes.
Like a lot
Yes.
of why.
Absolutely. A lot of I'm so perplexed. Why is this happening? Who authorized that? Where did that come from? How did we get stuck with it? Right? Like, what? Yeah, a lot of surprises that felt really out of left field.
Okay. Well, we have a little bit of time before we get into our first activity.
Oh, yes. I'm
So
excited.
I just want to give you a moment to give sort of your opening, like a little opening speech about your feelings about 2025 in a real open-ended way.
Oh.
Like
I'm
I'm gonna frame it in a way that will help you frame it. I want you to tell us 2025 from the perspective of cake.
from the perspective of cake. From Monsieur Gâteau.
Yes.
So all right, well, for Monsieur, 2025 was barely acceptable. I was not home nearly enough. He was constantly pining for more cuddles. I kept disappearing on him to go on an adventure without him. He's very spicy about it. Although he really loves this new feature in which at 2 a.m. upon demand, I deliver unto him a churu in bed. And he thinks that is probably the best thing that's happened in his life. He's very into that. He did manage to finally absolutely murder his favorite scratching surface, and I haven't replaced it, so he's pining. But outside of that, and my other ways in which I clearly do not dote on him enough and have not waited on him sufficiently hand and foot, it's been, an all right year.
What is Cake looking forward to for 2026?
More churros,
Okay.
more greenies. He really likes a greenie. More treats in general. He's very keen, and he would like me to replace his scratching surface. He misses it. He's disappointed in me, and he's not certain why it has not magically reappeared. So he's hoping those things will happen. But mostly, he's very keen on the churro campaign. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. I'm hoping that Kate continues to have an incredible year. So, with that, I believe we're going to move into our first activity of our Hogmanay experience. Oh, that's true. Also,
yes. How could I forget? I did order an absurd number of yards of silk for Cake this year, and he would like me to continue that trend as well.
well, given our current relationship with Silk Baron, I suspect that they will, include us as a blip on their tax reports. And this is where Madame Askew decided to make a new costume. That's what the uptick represents. So we're going to do something fun, and I am going to keep doing this because my hair has reached its like penultimate length of like I must see the barber, but the barber is not available because holidays. So the hair is doing something unpleasant.
Honestly, Grand Arbiter, I'm fairly certain that what your hair is doing is protesting the loss of the mustache.
No, it really is truly like they're like, oh well, you don't have the mustache now, so all of your hair look required the mustache, and so now we're gonna have a little tiff. And I'm like, oh, cool, very exciting stuff.
That's clearly what's happening. Happy New Year, Kubi! Happy New Year, Ricky and Martha! And I love this. Before we go into it, I love that The Hobbit, one of our special little children who is growing up in the temporal entourage has said the word tea. I feel like we've all arrived. That's so beautiful. What a gift. And what a beautiful way to wrap out the year. So, Grand Arbiter, we are obsessed with this new activity. If you joined us at Worldcon, or you joined us at TUSCon, or like we've done this as well here on the show, we are developing this new game called the Grid Game. And so we have a special grid game for Hogmanay. Very exciting, Grand Arbiter.
This one was developed with Madame Askew in mind. This is it's the matrices of this grid. The grid is things that happened in 2025. It goes, there's two matrices. Our horizontal metric is, of course, unbelievable to predictable. Right. And our vertical vertices is enchanted to cursed.
Yes. It's very hard to read. Well, we'll read it for you.
We will read it for you. I can make it a little bit bigger. Potentially. Let's see what we can do here.
Hello, Anne. Hello, everyone. Hello, Fairy Godmother. It's so wonderful to be with all of you for the new year. Thank you for joining us for our sort of like, I call this our New Year's Eve pregame, our Hogmanay warm-up party.
Yes. So that is well, okay.
Maybe can you change the background color, Grand Arbiter?
I can. Maybe we'll just make it just black or just white.
No, black was better, I think.
Okay. How about this? There we go. Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully that's a bit easier to read, everyone. So Grand Arbiter, we each have got some thoughts on things we've experienced this year that we'd like to put on the grid, but we also have some friends who have joined us in the green room, and we are going to be calling those friends on to help us with placing some of these items onto our grid. I'm very excited. Friends, I hope that you are thinking of some things that have happened to you this year that you want to talk about.
Okay, so we're going to start from we're going to just start randomly at my whim, because we have a few that we're going to cover in the in the thing. But if you have one that you're thinking of and you're like, this is a thing that happened, it happened to me or it happened to the world, just post it. Things that happened in 2025, and we will make sure you put a question mark at the front, and we'll check it out as we go through. Our first one
Grand Arbiter, should I bring our two special chums onto the stage with us for this discussion?
I'm worried about space on the stage.
All right, we'll bring them on one at a time. We'll do a few, and then Phyllis will be bringing you on, so be prepared.
Okay, so we're starting with House on the Rock.
Can you make the font much larger?
I am doing the thing. Yes, we are limited in what we can do here. So yes. Just a moment.
Thank you, Grand Arbiter.
This is we're still sort of in the we're in the testing phase for some of this, where we're still trying to figure out how best to do it digitally. It's easier to do in person, right?
That's true. Yellow was better for visibility.
Okay.
All right. House on the Rock. So this year, I had the singular pleasure of getting to go visit some of my beloved chums in Madison, Wisconsin. The SAS Master General and the wonderful Buttery Goodness hosted me, and we had such a wonderful time. But also, Bill Barden took me to House on the Rock, a place I've always wanted to see, and it was so charming. I loved it. It was so good, and I just cannot believe that I got to do that. So for me, it was very unbelievable. I mean, not like completely out of the question, because I was actually in Madison and I was going there and I asked to see it. So it wasn't like extreme unbelievable, but I couldn't believe I was finally getting the opportunity.
And it was.
I also thought it was an enchanted experience.
I do think it's pretty enchanting. I think it's pretty. It may be a little unbelievable, but not that unbelievable.
It should be.
I'm going to say it was. You think it's more predictable? You are too loud. You are spiking your microphone.
It's so hard. I'm an excitable person,
I know.
and the microphone insists I be quiet all the time. It's the worst. It's also, yes, a deeply weird experience. It's definitely nothing about House on the Rock can be on the predictable side of the line.
Okay, well, how about like right here? It was
all right.
It was very pleasant, very nice. I think we need to make sure that Enchanted has like some real gradient. If we put it too high too quickly, we will run out of
all right. Fair.
Okay. Phyllis, do you have something that you want that you brought? We're gonna bring on Phyllis, and do you have something that happened? What happened in 2025 that was an event that you thought was meaningful? You are muted.
There we go. Meaningful, probably the biggest event that has kind of enveloped this whole 2025 was back in February. I had heart surgery. And I would probably put it in the unpredictable cursed, only because I came through surgery fine, but they damaged the nerve to my diaphragm. So essentially I'm breathing with one lung.
Oh my God.
Well, and in a normal day, I don't even think about it, but I can't walk up inclines without getting short of breath or carrying something heavy. So that's been a big impact this year. But otherwise, I'm healthy and doing fine.
I do think that we can include some of June's experiences as well in this, as June also spent seeing random doctors all year, and another doctor was at fault for that decision.
Oh.
So I think we'll call this doctors, or let's call it medical
failures.
medical F-.
Yeah.
Okay, so medical F-. I think we definitely can put that in
the cursed.
In the cursed.
I don't
Phyllis, I'm so happy that you came through mostly all right. But
yeah,
I cannot believe that was just this past year. It was just in February. I remember you doing the surgery and needing recovery and all of that, and it feels like it was a million years ago.
Well, I think that this is definitely unbelievable, but not that unbelievable. Medical stuff happens to everybody all the time.
It does. That is true.
But I think it is pretty cursed that so many of them are doctors' faults. So I definitely think it goes sort of like middle. I think is where it goes right here.
All right.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Sounds
I think
good.
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Phyllis, no more calamities for you in the new year.
No, I've had my share. That is correct.
You're cut off. No more calamities. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being such a beautiful, vibrant part of our community all year. You have come to all the sewing stuff, and it's been such a great time. I love that I get to hang out and sew with you. Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Happy New Year's Eve. I'm gonna send you back to the comforts of the green room.
And don't worry about muting yourself, Phyllis. The system auto mutes you while you're in there, so we don't hear you. We'll let you know when we bring you back, so you don't have to worry about muting and unmuting yourself over and over. If you're unmuted and you're in our green room, we cannot hear you. So I think we need to change the vibe. These have been some complicated, definitely like a good one, but sort of a personal goal. But I think we have to cover Yesterqueers. Amanda from Yesterqueers.
So one of the things,
famous people came to your stuff this year.
Yeah, no, one of the things I really wanted to do more of in this past year was for us to have more guests, to do more interviews, but not just the Saturday morning interview show, to have more guests on our Friday show. And we really tried to have at least one guest a month, and which was like many factors more guests than we've had in the past. It was wonderful to have all of these delightful artists and authors and historians and, you know, fellow travelers on the show. But the one person I asked that I could not believe she said yes was Amanda from Yesterqueers. I was so chuffed when she agreed to come on. I could not believe that she had agreed, and she was such an absolute delight, just a wonderful interviewee, and she agreed to come back for more shenanigans, which was just fantastic.
She came to a cog match.
She did. She came and did cog match, which was so fun. So fun. Yeah, just an absolutely delightful time.
Right here, very, very enchanted, but a little bit unbelievable. More unbelievable than House on the Rock, but not impossible.
It felt almost impossible to me.
I mean, yes, but if we were using that metric, then every nice thing that ever happened in the history of time would sit right over here for you, madam.
Oh, all right. You've got a good point. I like this one from Tracy, our SAS Master General, says the green sea turtle is no longer endangered. That is absolutely an enchanted achievement. And so, you know what's wonderful about that is I know a lot of people had to work hard to advocate for the well-being of the sea turtle. So it took a lot of effort to make this the case.
Where do you think this goes? I think it's definitely, I don't think it's predictable, but I definitely think it's like, this has been a project that's been going on for years, right? This is,
yeah, it's been in the works. It's been in the works.
Is this more exciting, or is this more exciting than House on the Rock?
Gosh, I mean, for me personally, House on the Rock was very exciting, but I'm just learning about the sea turtle thing, and I'm really delighted. I'm really delighted.
By the way, things are going to start big and then they're going to shrink down so I can fit more things.
Yes, well, that makes perfect sense.
How about like
that
maybe
way
here?
Yeah, just like actually be more. I think it's probably more enchanted than House on the Rock because the sea turtle thing affects more people and the world, and the House on the Rock was really a personal magic.
Okay, so I think sea turtle goes here, maybe?
Yes. Okay. I like that.
It's a little bit unbelievable, a little bit predictable, but still lovely. Okay.
So Grand Arbiter, we have one from our darling Scan Mistress.
Yeah, that was who. Oh, but she's not currently there.
She is unavailable at the moment, but she mentioned that Pope Leo is something we should bring up. The new Pope.
Sure. We have a Pope that's from America and is from
American Pope.
U.S.
So
Pope.
exciting. The U.S. Pope. And if you would unmute yourself, Scan Mistress, so we may hear your mellifluous voice. Oh, she disappeared. I'm going to remove her until she's back. So Pope Leo, the first American Pope, our Chicago Pope, who's also, he seems like an absolute delight. As popes go, he seems like a really good Pope. Good Pope.
I think so.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
It was being finicky. Anyway, yeah, Pope Leo was completely unexpected this year because first we got an American Pope.
I do think it's pretty unbelievable. I don't know if it's. I think it's
way further unbelievable than yesterqueers.
The man threw a rave, and on the date of American Thanksgiving, visited the country of Turkey.
That is weird. I'm going to say it's
definitely.
That is a deep troll.
I definitely think it's definitely unbelievable to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's got
to be. I feel like he's on par with.
I think that here's what I'm going to say. I think he's actually kind of on the line because we really don't know what the consequences of that are going to be. Is he going to be good? Is he going to be bad? We don't really know yet.
I feel like he's been pretty good, though. I think he
is still a pope, right?
Good pope, though. Like, give this pope his due. He's
a progressive, fair, moderately liberal pope.
Okay, well,
and obviously the way to get more people back into the church is to throw raves.
That is very weird. He is very bizarre in that regard. I'm going to put it maybe right here.
I have a second one to recommend.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Yes.
Vivian Shaw.
Oh, Vivian Shaw.
I've only been able to make a few book clubs, and when I saw it was Strange Practice, I was like, oh, I've read this book, and then I was like, okay, I have the time to reread it, and I was not expecting her to be there, and so I was like, oh my god, I have to question her. I'm like, book 2, and I'm like, did you intentionally make sparkly vampires? And her response was yes, that was a direct troll of Stephanie Meyer.
Oh my gosh.
And it's still I remember you were dying during that bit.
I was dying. Also, somehow I had really gotten my wires crossed, and I didn't know she was coming until the last minute. She knew she was coming. Bill knew she was coming. I had somehow missed the memo, and so it was a real delightful surprise to have her on the show. And then she was so charming. The book was a great read. We all had a wonderful time discussing it, even though it's not remotely steampunk at all. That too was a surprise. Surprises all around.
So I think I'm going to put that under author visits.
Yes, author visits. She was great. She was delightful.
I think that is as believable. I think some of them are more believable that they joined us than others. But I think that on the whole, there was more of them. And so they are slightly more enchanted.
I see. Yes. I also like from delightful Sarah Blade, wandering through the woods in a hooded cloak, using a lantern to light her way, turned into a magical adventure. Yeah, Sarah, our own dear Sarah Blade, went into LARPing this year and also making cloaks, and it was all magical.
So I think that is very predictable of Sarah, to be honest, that LARPing would happen. I think it's
It was just a matter of time.
It was just a matter of density of event. So I think it's around here. It's no one's shocked. It's like, oh, how delightful. Like, oh, it happened now. And it's definitely lovely. So I think it goes like right here. Right here?
Yeah, that seems right. Sarah on a LARP adventure. Scott Mistress, I'm going to send you back to the comforts of the green room for now. I do see that there are some more suggestions from Martha and Ricky. So I'm going to send you back, and you'll return, Scott Mistress. Let me just, where did Scott Mistress go? There she is. All right. Martha and Ricky. Hello, friends. Hello, Martha. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us. So Martha, you and Ricky had one to add to the list as well. A good thing.
Yes, absolutely. So Ricky and I watched this elephant nature park. And last year they had a huge flood and lost a couple elephants. But this year they saved several enslaved elephants.
Oh,
which is a thing that they do.
So
that's where they
good.
get most of their elephants from.
Oh, that's amazing that they were able to rescue some elephants. And this is an elephant nature park. Do you know where the park is located?
It's in Thailand.
Oh, it's in Thailand.
In the northern part.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then this place also rescues cats. Like thousands of cats. So if you need some entertainment value, I kid you not, if the elephants are not enough, watch the cats. They have like 1,000 little cat beds and 1,000 little cat food bowls, and the cats come and they sleep in their little beds. I mean, could you ask for much more?
It's I love that so much. That's so cool. I love that. What a beautiful beautiful experience. How cool is that? And also thank you so much for adding that to our list. Yeah, Grand Arbiter, I feel like it's a little well, I don't think it's as predictable. I think it's a little bit more unpredictable because it requires them to like 3 elephants. So that feels like there's a roll of the dice involved, but it's definitely enchanted.
Right now it's in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's very enchanting and it's fun to watch and it's very uplifting.
Yes.
And you know, I mean inspirational. I mean, if they had like find a pet for elephants, all the elephants would come from this place.
Aww.
So that's kind of what it's like. It's pretty impressive what they do.
Sig. Dear, I didn't know that existed. I love that that's out in the world, and it feels right for it to be in Thailand, a place where, you know, elephants are indigenous to the area and are an important part of the culture. So I love that they are being rescued and get to have kitty friends. That's so cool.
And pig friends too. And dogs.
It's just
like
a sport.
Yeah,
it's sort of like some Dr. Dolittle kind of adventure. That's what it sounds like.
The pig thing started because there was someone was transporting pigs and a pig fell off. And so someone was like, what are we going to do with this pig? And the people at the nature park said they would take it. And now they get all the pigs that fall off trucks.
Oh my gosh.
And they get to live out their good lives there. So
they get to like just wander around being their best pig selves, hanging out with their cat friends and their elephant friends. That's so lovely. I love that. Martha, Ricky, this is a great addition to our list of events from 2025. Thank you so much for sharing I'm going to send you back to the comfort of the green room for now.
Okay. I
Grand
think
Arbiter, my apologies. I'm having a terrible allergy attack in the midst of chit-chatting, so pardon me.
it's okay. I don't know what you're just allergic to the past.
I am. I'm allergic to the past. That's correct.
I think we're gonna the next one is going to be a little bit of a downer. It's tea punk teas.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Let's raise a cup to Tea Punk Teas, our dear, incredible friends who have made so many of us happy with their beautiful teas and their wonderful presence in our community. It's not just because we adored Existential Despair. So many of their teas were just delicious. And more to the point, they were delightful. They are delightful humans. They have it. They're still with us. The people behind Tea Punk Teas are still here and present on this plane. But they had to close up shop. And that, I think, left a lot of us really heartbroken this year.
It is a real, it will be a different year without Tea Punk Teas, I must say, for 2026. And I do think it is not the most unbelievable thing that ever happened, but it is pretty cursed.
It's pretty cursed. I think it's kind of unbelievable, though. I think it should be, yeah. It's not on the line. It's not on the line. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't on the line. It was this far. There's only so much distance.
It just needed to be further from the line, Grand Arbiter.
Okay. It's not touching the line anymore. Okay. Next up is we're gonna go through some we've been really careful about doing only positive things, and so now it's time to do some ones that are a little more cursed, unfortunately.
Cursed.
The Wild Wild West Con crud.
Oh, the calamity.
I think that there was not something that we could have been more underprepared for.
Yeah, that was really shocking, honestly. I felt like the Wild West Con calamity this year took all of us by surprise. And also it was super cursed. And it resulted in poor Lady Junespool being,
well, this led to this, right?
Right. Yeah, it's
the accident caused June to have to get her x-rays, which caused her doctor to believe that she had cancer and send her on a gosh darn goose chase for a cancer that wasn't there because of sternum nonsense.
Oh, absolutely terrible. So that was one of the more cursed events of the year, I think. I don't think anyone will argue with us. That was a very cursed event.
I think
not Wild Wild West Con itself, but the plague, the crud, the nonsense that appeared at Wild West Con.
And then you and I have been dealing with the ramifications of that digitally all year.
That's true. We have.
So we just this one is entirely unbelievable how crazy it got and how cursed it was. I feel like it is it's sort of setting the bar right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that position. Oh my gosh, and the lung spot too. Lady Junespool, really, we need to throw some salt at things and maybe have some sort of ritual or banishment, or maybe go find some Seelie Fae. I don't know, but yeah. Also, yes.
We're just gonna fight over this comment.
So good. Oh, yeah, no, and then there was this. That's true. Yeah. There was this as well. Oh, there were so many curses with the con crud. It was truly a cursed event.
Truly shocking. Shockingly, because this happened this year too. We had newsletter sadness. We have not yet been able to resurrect the newsletter after it was consumed by corporate greed.
Yeah, no, I feel like that was probably more predictable than I want to admit to myself.
I think you're correct. I also think
right.
it is like, I think it's actually pretty predictable because we are seeing the writing on the wall on most of these websites is that nothing can be trusted. No digital service can be trusted.
No.
Even the ones we're currently on.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is, I think that you're right. There's also this sort of pervasive,
Inshitification.
And the other thing about it is it shouldn't have been such a surprise to me how hard it was going to be to find a new newsletter platform and rebuild it. I feel like I was a bit naive in my assumption at how easy it would be, because it took me almost a year to launch the first one.
Yeah, it's going to take some more time for us to do that. And that's on top of all of our other work, right? So we're going to keep working on it to make sure it comes back. But don't you worry. In the meantime, our favorite Matilda and Maud have been going on lots of dates, strolling through gardens and having tea, and have had no bad things happen to them. Their lives are perfect.
Yeah. That's right. Nothing bad has happened to Matilda and Maud. They are protected forever.
So let's continue. Let's continue on.
I'm going to check in with our dear friends in the green room and see if they have any to add to our list. But also, my darlings, in the chit chat in the comments, if you have things you would like to add, please share in the chat. There was a reincarnated llama, a Buddhist llama that got reincarnated. That's really cool, and that seems like an enchanted event. And I think, I don't know if that's unbelievable or predictable,
I think
but it is enchanted.
Believable. I think it's
believable.
He's
American. He's American. That seems like maybe a little bit surprising.
Yeah, I think it goes sort of next to the Pope. It's one of those things where it's like, I think the political complications of this is also like brings it down just a little bit, because it's got this very weird, there's a bunch of weird political stuff about reincarnated llamas and who's allowed to be a llama and not. It's a bizarre time.
Oh, but he also loves Pokemon. That's delightful.
Yeah, no. A wild time to say the least.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're undoing that.
All right. I'm going to bring Scod Mistress back to the stage with us. She's got one to share. Scod Mistress, you're muted.
The K-pop Demon Hunters phenomena.
Yeah,
the K-pop Demon Hunters phenomena.
I'm gonna say that was. So here's what I'm gonna say. I think it was very enchanting. I do think it was a little predictable if you know who the artists that made it were though, because it is shocking. I think. Well, we'll say the way it impacted things was a little bit unpredictable. But how high does it go on Enchanted is the real question.
I think it's brought a lot of joy to a lot of people.
I mean, it's pretty enchanted. I was going to dress my daughter up as Zoe, but the costume got delayed in shipping. But when we did go trick-or-treating, there were so many kids, like little kids, dressed as the characters from that. Also adults.
Okay, then
I was wearing my Zoe jacket
does this look
the
right
day
to
of,
you?
and I spotted
Pretty
a guy
unbelievable.
dressed as one of the Saja boys. Abby.
Oh my gosh. I look, Scott Mistress, everywhere I went this year, I saw people dressing up from K-pop demon hunters, and I love that. Do you feel like this position, where it's sort of midway up the enchanted scale, midway towards unbelievable, seems right to you?
Well, I think it's with the unbelievable is just how big it's gotten.
I
To
think
give a
the
rough perspective,
scale does
like
need to
it's
be taken
crossing
into account.
genres. I
Yes.
saw a TikTok. Elijah Craig was at some event and DJing and was playing Golden, and everyone was losing their minds.
That's
I guess
amazing. I love it. I love it. I
How
think
about
that's
Shiva?
good, Grand Arbiter. I think
Okay.
it's like very enchanting. It brought a lot of joy to many people, and it is definitely, it was a surprise. Scott Mistress, I'm going to return you to the comforts of the green room.
Okay. Up next is, I think, going to be our last one for this event, unless anything comes up in the comments. If something comes up,
Ricky and Martha mentioned Joanne's. We
oh
should probably
yeah,
put the death of
I was like,
Joanne's.
R.A.P. Yeah, I think this was believable.
Yeah,
Joanne's has been struggling.
Yeah,
but it
was
pretty
believable
bad for a lot of people.
It was. I predicted, I think, almost 18 months to 2 years before it was announced that Joanne's was going to go out of business. I didn't want to be right, but our local shops were so, like, they were looking like places that were closing up. And it has been a real loss for lots and lots of sewists. So yeah, absolutely cursed, a little bit predictable.
Yeah. I think right here makes sense.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
You want to send us off on one last good one, Grand Arbiter?
I feel like we have to. And I actually think this is the one that's going to be the most debated between the two of us. So please try to not get so overly excited that you blow out your microphone.
I'll do my best.
Your big win at Worldcon.
Obviously enchanted. That was so...
I think it's like the top of Enchanted. I don't think there's any real question of that.
For me, it was top. Yeah.
So I think the question is, I think you would put it over here, right?
That's correct.
But I agree, incredibly predictable. Even if we had, like, for folks who are at home, look, I am not alone. Everyone knows that you were going to win. It was inevitable. So I think that has to go probably closer to over here. I mean, and I think that we've really learned a lesson that you are not to be you're a contender regardless. And someone tried to steal it.
Yes.
It really was predictably amazing. So I think it definitely goes over here.
Oh, thank you, everybody. It, to be honest, is still very hard for me to believe. I am so chuffed, and it is a personal highlight of the year. And every time I look at that award, it gives me a real boost, and it keeps me stitching. I'm so overcome. Yeah. Thank you, SAS Master General. You are all so kind. I really did not expect to walk away with anything. The Grand Arbiter can confirm. I told him to his face I wasn't going to get anything.
Moment, Madame Askew's heart sank because she didn't win something, and I was like, I know what's happening. And she's like, well, I did my best. And I'm like, they're saving you for the end. And she was like, it's not possible. It's just not. And then I was like, it's happening. And her head exploded.
That's true. I was very confused.
It was a wild
Delighted
time.
but confused.
Speaking of which, we were able to find all of our great photo shoot shots from Worldcon. They're available online. I think you're going to put together some of your favorites for Patreon.
Yes, I am.
Public consumption, so that they're just centralized. The photographers did a great job out at Worldcon, and we just want to acknowledge that.
And someday we will actually be able to get a photo shoot of this costume.
We're just going to add that to the list.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
So we missed this photo shoot twice. This photo shoot has gotten cursed twice. I think the first time was believable, but the second time was, I think that like at a certain point it was like, oh, it's so unbelievable the first time. But the second time we're like, we should have known. We should have known. And so I actually think it goes around here.
It was cursed, but it's going to happen. So very exciting. It's going to take us a whole year to make it happen, I think. So
and by the time that happens, we'll have a whole other costume to do. So
that's correct. Right. So that is an incredible. Oh, and thank you, SAS Master General. Absolutely, judges have a perspective, and they are looking for certain things, and you can never be certain what those things are. But I've shared on Patreon that I approached this as someone who's done technical judging, and so I sort of put together an entry package that I would want to see as a judge, and I think that helps me out a lot.
I think that you are a seamstress's favorite seamstress. You really are. You are that girl.
Thank you, Grand Arbiter. I am blushing.
Madame Askew is the Chapel Roan of seamstresses. And she even has red hair.
Too much praise. I can't take it, but I'm very chuffed. So, Grand Arbiter, this is our grid. What a grid. Yeah. Everyone, what a grid. What a grid today.
What an intense amount of stuff. But I do like that there's more good stuff than bad stuff.
Yes. I think that's really important. I know that for me, I can get sort of lost in the bad stuff sometimes. And so it's really good to remind myself and for us to remind each other that there were so many good personal things, good community things that happened, and that it was not all terrible. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, SAS Master General. Thank you, my darling.
Well, and with that, we can close the grid for now.
Goodbye to the grid for 2025. Grand Arbiter, that was a lot of very soft, wonderful, warm feelings. We have some wonderful friends who've joined us in the green room. I have to tell you though, I got a message.
Oh, goodness gracious. What happened?
I got a message. I had a note delivered. The gentleman who delivered it did look like he was probably a satyr.
That guy in that red cloak again. Yeah. He's been bothering me all week. I will check. Yeah. I know that he's waiting outside, so I'll go talk to him.
I don't think
it's fine. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go talk to him. I know that he's probably just from the HOA and really upset about my where I parked the airship.
Don't go, Grand Arbiter.
I can barely hear you because you are screaming and therefore blowing out your mic. So I'm gonna go. I'll be right back.
I was about to say that the message was from Babushka Askew. She was threatening to kidnap the Grand Arbiter again, and he should be careful. And I don't know if he'll be back. He's getting kidnapped. It's really difficult. I have to tell you, every time he gets kidnapped, I'm the one who has to find a way to rescue him. And it's always really complicated because Babushka Askew holds grudges and desires really complicated bribes. And I don't know. I don't know if I can come up with her next bribe. But here's the thing. She is going to be reading people's portents of doom. And so if you would like to have your portent of doom read and you are not currently in the green room, I am going to put a link to the green room in our Discord. So if you are a member of Discord, that link is about to go into the Tea and Tangents room where you can easily find it. Just follow that link and join us in the green room to have your portent read, because I suspect Babushka Askew is coming. She's like that. She can't be stopped. You know, she's a menace. All right, that link is available. It's live. It's waiting for you. If you would like to have your portent, your dire future foretold, Babushka Askew is here. She's here.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Do you like my new muff? Do you like it?
I'm concerned, Babushka. Where's your...
I captured and I skinned Sasquatch, and now I live in his skin. It's ever so cozy for the winter months.
Sasquatch is, near extinction. Aren't they endangered?
Oh, they are endangered. Endangered by me, of course.
Oh my gosh. My goodness, Babushka, you should not be murdering Sasquatches. That's really too far. Bigfoot is a nice... What? Yes? Babushka?
Do not toy with me. You do not get to tell me, Babushka Askew. I am your Babushka. I can do what I please. And if I wish to, hunt and predate endangered cryptids, that is my prerogative. I've been thinking about how I'd love a hat made of Eve Riot. So that may be my next quarry. Madam, you are fully inaudible. Is it that I'm so shocking that you're cursed to not have a voice? Oh, well.
Speechless. I don't even...
There you go. Hello. Yes. I need to see. I'm using the Grand Arbiter's form as always. His body is quite useful in this regard.
Is that why? Is that why he lost his mustache?
Because he out mustache and no longer had the protection of the dandy energy. And now I can use his body as my whim to torture and predict horrible futures for everyone.
Well, we have some people who are here to have their futures read. I'm going to bring them in to the room. And, I hear that we're both so excited and overcome that we are both cutting out the microphone. Babushka, we're out of control is really what it is. But I have one SAS Master General who is here, who is ready to have her dire portent foretold. Are you ready, Babushka?
I must open my cursed anime tome because the power of anime will predict the future.
Oh dear, Sassmaster General, are you feeling strong of spirit?
I've got a cat.
You've got a cat. You've got a cat. Hello,
you know
Mina.
what?
Oh my
I
gosh, you've got
also need a
a
muff.
very lovely cat.
So cats might make a good muff. They're the right size for it.
It would go nicely with your ensemble.
I mean, I love to torture small furry creatures. So,
Babushka, for some reason, the microphone doesn't like you as much as it likes the Grand Arbiter. Perhaps because you murdered a Sasquatch.
I think it may be that we are competing audios currently. That may be the business. But I can be heard now, correct?
At the moment, your dire portents are audible.
Okay, I will be very clear and succinct and direct. Sassmaster General, what portent, what kind of future are you looking to look into? Are you looking into your sandwich for next week? Are you looking for what soup you must consume to ward off the beggar's cold? What horrible future are you trying to prevent, or what are you trying to see? Love?
I would like a portent towards my health for the rest of the winter, because the winter is very hard on me. I would like to know
a health portent. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, power of anime, may guide my hand so that this Gen Xer can get content of what illnesses they may or may not avoid. Oh, very important. You have been visited by the rain card. The rain card suggests that, well, you should not get wet for any extended period, even by snow or hail. So as long as you stay perfectly dry, including your clothes and all of your objects, you should be fine. If you need to leave the house for any reason during a weather event, you will get sick and you will suffer. And that's on you, not on me.
All right, I'll become a hermit. That's fine.
I mean, you already are.
It's true.
So it's really not that hard. That's not a hard distance to push, is my understanding.
Nope, not at all. Nope.
No. Okay, good. Well, you know what? The world will be better for you to not be out there. They'll be just so delighted that your positive vibes won't be out there polluting our terrible, wicked world.
Oh, you're trying to keep Sassmaster General's goodness away from the world?
I mean, someone has to. It's too much for this delicately evil world. Okay, who's up next?
Sassmaster General, thank you for being so brave.
I don't look at you anymore. We're done. Bye-bye.
We have one Anne who has joined us, Anne Prudence. Anne, you are muted currently.
Haha.
Okay, so what fortune would you like me to predict on with an E?
Wealth.
Wealth. You want to be rich and glamorous like your babushka, like everyone does. You know, I actually have 4 castles, and they're all made of obsidian, and they all have perfectly good torture chambers underutilized. I really need to get on my game with my real estate agent to ensure that those get sold to some people who will really get some use out of those torture chambers. I'll check with the U.S. government. But let's see. Your wealth.
Okay.
Your wealth will only be found in the light. In the light of day, your wealth will be found. But if you enter darkness of any kind, you may find yourself impoverished. So please ensure that you carry a flashlight with you from place to place to ensure that you are never not illuminated.
Will matches work?
I mean, that sounds harder, but do whatever you want, I guess. If you have a little pyrohemia in you, that's nothing I can do anything about.
Oh, you just need a personal spotlight at all times.
Spotlight at all times. A stunning experience of personal growth.
Why,
And do you have anything else you need
you.
to know about your wealth?
No, you've enlightened me greatly. Thank you, Babushka.
Well, I'm glad that you got something out of this because I certainly didn't. Be gone.
To return you to the comforts of the green room, I believe that Scone Mistress is eager to have her
hello once more.
portent.
Once more, it's my biggest fan. I hear you brought a spawn into the world. I hear that your home is cursed in a beautiful way, where suffering just is around every corner. I'm glad you're muted, so I don't have to hear the sounds of your suffering.
Yes, Babushka, I would, yes, again this year, request your advice for raising my daughter. She is a profound chaos child who is a certified plague spreader.
You
she
wish
is
to know.
extremely.
You want to know more about your plague-spreading child.
Yes, I would like some advice for the year to give some idea of the set of the chaos. This is my kitchen at the moment.
It looks properly disastrous, to be expected of someone of your ill repute. So let's see what I think I'll need to pull 3 cards to give more context to how we would raise your child in the coming days.
She also is an expert at giving 1-star Yelp reviews.
Well, I mean, she's a child of my own heart because I love to have a lovely tea and then call it dog water on Yelp. It's my favorite thing. Okay.
Also, Scone Mistress, did the Hobbit enroll at Babushka Askew's school for disreputable young ladies?
Possibly.
I mean, you are in the maze of parenthood, trapped, lost to your own devices. Pestilence around every corner. But you have hope. No. You might be able to jump over those walls. But I have some bad news for you. The reason that you're having so much difficulty with your child is you have not realized the true secret of your child.
That she's my manager?
No. She is a reflection of you. You are your own petard, and you have been hoisted by yourself. So
that is shocking.
You'll have to treat her sort of how you treat yourself, which I suspect is with like a lot of organizational planning to avoid the madness from consuming you.
I mean, currently it's Korean skincare, but
okay, well, maybe if you put her in a Korean skincare routine, she'll stop being so ill all the time and won't look like a paper bag.
I mean, she is gorgeous. She is very, very good at manipulating everyone around her to just be in awe of her beauty and then give her all the things.
I will send her a macaw in the coming years. Maybe she'll get invited to my school for irreparable women.
I believe that she would do very well there.
But I think she'll do great. I think that she'll find the spreading plague and pestilence track to be right up her alley. She'll be a big fan of the class entirely labeled well, if it's not meant to be put in your mouth, why does it exist?
No, that would be if it's not meant to get put in your mouth, then why do I have my fingers in my mother's mouth?
Oh, she's just trying to share with you the gift of sorrow. Nothing to be ashamed of. truly, I think it's, if you had a stronger immune system, then you would not suffer in this way.
Oh.
But you'll work on it. And maybe your coming days will be learning to caretake as a parent in a bubble. Maybe that will assist. Maybe maybe you'll use your sewing skills to sew a bubble suit for you to live in for the coming 15 years.
15?
I mean, you don't know how long she'll be contagious. It could be 15 years. How long is a baby a baby?
Well, she's
15?
technically gotten into the toddling stage.
I mean, all things are a baby compared to the agelessness of Babushka Askew.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You're
That's-
all infants.
Oh,
I'm not
Babushka.
surprised you're all ill. That's because you're all infants. It's fine. It's fine.
Babushka.
You'll have fun. You'll have fun with, and you know what? What we're saying is that not only are you raising a child, you're raising a plague, and that's something that should be proud of. You can say, yes, I raised that plague all by myself, and I beset my community and loved ones with it, and they delighted in the suffering.
I will say, Scar
Nothing
Mistress,
feels better than coughing up a lung, doesn't it?
you have pleased Babushka Askew, and that is dubious honor, but it is your honor. Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year.
To the comfort of the green room. Babushka, we have at least a couple more here. I'm bringing
Of course.
forth.
And if folks are in the comments and who are not wanting to come online and be on the page, you can just let Madame Askew know and what you want portented, and I will portent.
Hello, Ricky. Hello,
It's Ricky
Martha.
and Martha.
Hello.
Oh, you
Hello.
look a fright. Just an absolute. What is this? This is a lot of. I just feel that you should be wearing more cobwebs if you're going to look like that.
More cobwebs. In this economy, Babushka, cobwebs are very expensive right now.
If you know how to budget and lift yourself up by your corset straps.
We can do our thing. Sorry, Phil. Oh.
So, Ricky and Martha, what are we looking to portend? Maybe some fashion sense?
Estate.
You're wearing a Yeti.
Oh, estate.
Estate gardening.
Gardening.
Yes. Our estate gardening and landscaping.
Landscaping and gardening.
Okay, you want to know if your thumbs will be green or you'll get gangrene.
Yes.
That's the question.
That is
How
the
will
question.
you raise a garden of delicious food and flowers, or will you wallow in the sorrow of an untilled, untended garden like a weird cripple kid in a bad book?
One or the other.
Madame Askew is so unread. She has
We
not
had
read
problems this year, so
any
take it
important-
easy on us.
Madame Askew has not read important literature like The Secret Garden, which is, of course, a story about a very stupid child that is very creepy and finds a garden that's perfectly fine and then makes it terrible.
I love that book. Thank you very much, Babushka.
It's fine. Let's see. Oh. Well, this is interesting.
Oh,
I
dear.
have some bad news and I have some mediocre news. Hope you're ready.
Does it involve cobwebs?
No, involves other things.
Oh.
So first things first, it's not going to be an easy one, y'all. Next year's gardening game, you're going to be fighting the whole time. You're going to get punched your lights out over and over it. It's going to be an absolute chore. You're going to fight and fight and fight. That's all you're going to
With
do.
who?
Fight.
Are they
Gross.
fighting the Fae?
With the garden. The garden is the
Garden's
enemy.
fighting back?
The garden will fight back. It will refuse to take seed. It will refuse to grow. It will be irrigation lines will burst. Things will not work as expected. Neighbors will salt portions of your garden for no conceivable reason. And there will be a time where you are in shadow, where darkness will consume your thoughts, and there will be no success on the horizon.
Yeah.
So there will be a time that's pretty bleak.
Maybe.
However, there is a small glow at the end of the tunnel, which suggests to me that your only option will be to grow exclusively bioluminescent mushrooms.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I can do that.
I can do that.
If you start working today, you can work on getting those bioluminescent mushrooms ready to go so that I can have them for my farmer's market next year.
It's a goal.
Oh.
It's a goal.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, for me
I
to
see.
sell, and after I steal them from your yard. So if you could just get on that with bioluminescent mushrooms, and then I will steal those mushrooms, and then I will sell them at the farmer's market, and you will get nothing, but I will be happy. Does that sound good to you? It sounds great to me.
Yes,
I like
yes.
giving, so yeah, giving is good.
And thank you for the
Yes.
loading the flashlight. That's super helpful.
Yeah,
I mean-
no, Anne has got you there.
I mean, they'll blow a flashlight, so you'll be prepared for the darkness that befalls you, and I will finally have a good source of bioluminescent mushrooms. Do you know how hard it is to source bioluminescent mushrooms in this part of the world, in this time of year? It's actually quite effort. It's so much effort. So much
But,
effort.
and we do know one thing about you, Babushka Askew.
Yes.
You don't like to work.
I hate working. I think work is dumb for dumb losers.
Babushka.
Dumb
Sometimes
idiot
work
losers.
is good for you.
No, there's no work that's good for you. If you dream of labor, you are
idea.
bad at dreaming and should go back to school to have better ideas.
Nikki and Martha, I'm going to return you to the comfort and safety of the green room. I'm going to hope for you that the bioluminescent mushrooms work out.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. A garden with bioluminescent mushrooms or nothing. So that's your choices.
Oh, all right, Grand Arbiter, we have one final person. This is Phyllis. Phyllis, who was our first footer tonight, full of good luck for the rest of us. Let's see if Phyllis has good fortune in the face of Babushka Askew.
All right, Babushka. I
Hello,
want to
Phyllis.
know, am
You
I
look
going to
also
be...
it looks like you've skinned your own, maybe a seal or something. You wearing a seal skin? Are you doing some?
Yeah.
You doing a faux selkie action? I hear that all
Selkie,
the rage.
yes.
Stealing from selkies, all the rage.
I would like to know if I will be lucky in love and friendship.
Oh, community and compassion, a thing that I have no desire for and think is terrible. Well, let's see if you're cursed with, kindness, love, and adoration. Gross. Oh, interesting.
I have
Ooh.
a good sense for the coming year for you, Phyllis. I think good things are coming.
Oh, this is very interesting. Not good. I think it sucks, but you'll like it, I think. So first, you'll need to work on your sweetness. You'll need to be extra saccharine and sweet and nice to everyone around you for an indeterminate period of time. And any amount of sourness will be, no one will like it and will hate you. So you will be deeply anxious and being really nice to everyone. Maybe this is normal for you, but this
Stressful.
is the future that starts. And then we'll give it some time, lots of time. Longer than you think. You think you're done being sweet to everybody and living in a state of perpetual anxiety. Not yet done. Takes a long time. But when you're done, you will be shot by the arrow of love, who will find you in some way. Now, I am not sure if this is the arrow of love that will make you fall in friendship or fall in love, or if it's really just a metaphor for an assassin taking you out. But, sometimes assassins need love too, and that form of love takes the form of great and terrible violence. So, good luck to you in your possible friendship, possible assassination.
I'm hoping it's not assassination, but who knows?
You never know.
You never.
The risk of trying to make a friend is that you might be assassinated.
It might be a risk I have to take.
You're so brave and foolish, but brave.
Menace, I believe in you. I think you can prevail. Just like you've prevailed against Welt Pockets, you too can prevail against the assassin.
And
Menace, I'm going to
corsets and
return you to
everything
the
else.
comfort and safety of the green room to protect you from Babushka's further curses. Babushka.
Yes.
Babushka, you have possessed the Grand Arbiter once more. You have
we're
taken
not done,
over,
madam.
What?
Oh, I would not leave without portenting 2 more fortunes.
2 more?
2.5. The first is Buttery Goodness's fortune of general malaise.
Buttery Goodness?
His popularity is an illusion, and the illusion card shows it. So he'll have to learn the lesson of actually having a good personality. Maybe he'll work it out.
Buttery Goodness, Babushka Askew, what are you talking about? This is madness.
Well, and now we have to do a future for you, madam. We can't let you get out of here without getting a portent.
Not me, Babushka.
What would you like portented?
Yeah. My bobbin's going to be in the new year.
Your bobbins? How are your bobbins going to be?
Yeah, my bobbins. My bobbins.
Okay, let's see. Interesting. Oh, fascinating. Well. Interesting. Well, you'll certainly have some large bobbins. They'll be very big. Larger than you think. Maybe too large. Maybe they won't fit into your machine and you'll have to go adjust them. You'll find new bobbins that actually fit in the machine. You'll not really be sure, but they'll be big. That's nice. Big is nice, right? More is better for bobbins, right?
Yes, but I need them to fit into the machine.
I mean, maybe they will, maybe they won't, but they'll be big. They'll be big. That's so good. Also, they'll be changing. You'll have to change them a lot, often.
They're large and changeable.
Yeah, you have to change them out all the time. You just have to continually change them out. No matter how large they are, they may have a lot of thread on them. They got to get changed out like every day. And then, unfortunately, the big challenge is they'll be too windy. You'll have wound them too tight. So be sure to have some loosening lubricant for your bobbins because they'll be wound too tight.
What's going on with these bobbins? Babushka, this is madness. I question, Babushka, if you really are in touch with the spirits as you claim, or if something has happened to you when you had the audacity to slaughter a yeti, a helpless creature who never did anything to anyone.
There's more of Sasquatches than Yeti. Getting Yeti is actually quite hard. Everest is really not a good look this time of year. It's more of my summer home is to go to Everest. So now is time for the dramatic predictions for all during 2026.
I don't know that we're ready for dramatic
reveal. Ew. Oh. interesting.
Oh, no. Babushka, I don't think we need any traumatic reveals for 2026.
Oh, yes.
Maybe
do.
we finish out with something sweet and nice and
Well, unfortunately, I've already pulled the cards, so too late. No more takesy backsies. The sword card, indicating that everyone will have to take up arms in the coming year. I hope you can learn to fence this time around, madam. I know that you're good with the cane, but it'll need to be a cane sword. So hope you can figure that out. Be armed for the coming year. It's not going to get better, so you better get a sword.
See, Babushka, I have stitching to do. I don't have time to pick up fencing.
You must get a sword. Everyone has to get a sword.
Swords for
also,
everyone.
You'll feel that you're in a loop.
Oh.
Things are not going to change as quickly as you'd like, and you will have some Groundhog Days that feel like, isn't this Tuesday again? How is it Tuesday again already? And you'll be like, Tuesday is the terrible day. I hate Tuesday. And it'll come back over and over and over the whole year. So many Tuesdays, 42 of them even.
I really like Tuesday normally. I don't want cursed Tuesdays in the coming year. Babushka, these are dreadful portents.
Not even tacos will save you. Scrone Mistress knows the truth. And then our dramatic conclusion. Then move. Move. This will be you will need to move on from your suffering and pain and find a way to be strong enough in the coming days. If you don't move on, you will just be caught in a loop and probably get stabbed by a sword.
Babushka, I need you to release the Grand Arbiter's body and give him back after this terrible series of portents. Grand Arbiter back.
I came out here
to release the Grand Arbiter.
A good attitude. I was being very kind and compassionate. I was doing a favor for you. You know, I had an invite to the New York Times to watch those losers stand watching the ball drop in their diapers, shitting themselves. And I was going to laugh and laugh. But instead, I'm here, which... Yes?
Babushka.
Yes?
Babushka.
Yes?
How do I convince you to release the Grand Arbiter?
I guess I'll leave, but just so you know, I let Cake know that he should also start to bother you around 4 a.m., that you love the bonus treats, and that you love giving them. So he's going to bother you at 2 a.m. and then again at 4 forever. Hope you enjoy. I know you love him so much. Bye-bye, tootles. 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 Tootles.
Look, I know that she's cursed all of us, and that was really a lot of very dire portents. But I want you to know that you will not be alone facing these dire portents. Well, Lady Junesquill has a sword cane, first of all, so that's really good news. And Sarah Blade is, in fact, well, the blade is in the name, so that's good news. And she has a sword as well. And there are probably some swords kicking around, but
what happened?
Well,
I got hit in the head with a large FedEx box, and now I'm very warm and tired.
Grand Arbiter, I tried to warn you not to go out there, that Babushka Askew was threatening to possess you and kidnap you once again, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, at least was she fun? Did she bring treats and delights to everyone around her?
She was terrible. She delivered a lot of dire portents and curses. She wished us all a terrible year, and she told us all we were going to have to get swords and pick up fencing and be armed all of next year.
I think it might be good for us to maybe get a sword, a safety sword to keep in the house.
A safety sword? Can't we just find a nice lesbian to come with us and have a sword for us?
I mean, I guess that's true, but I feel like the lesbians don't always come with swords, and so you have to get a lesbian and also get a sword.
Oh.
And it has to match the lesbian. So we have to find the lesbian first. It might be better to get a sword, and then the sword will match a lesbian, right?
Oh, we are going to have to develop a whole sword lesbian adoption program in the coming year. I have a strong sense of this.
Swords for Scissor Sisters.
Yes. The Sisterhood of the Blade. Grand Arbiter, that was very traumatic, and I'm so happy you're back. Because we're almost at the end of our time. We're almost done with our Hogmanay party.
Well, I'm sorry to have missed so much of it, but I do have maybe a counter curse that we can sort of implement.
Oh, all right.
2025 was really hard for everyone, I suspect, to some capacity. And I do think that we're going to need to find ways to connect with one another and have fun in the coming months. And so please be sure that you're connecting with your community. She did freeze. I am choosing not to acknowledge it at this time, but she'll come back. I have every confidence that she'll come back. She merely phased out for a moment. Hopefully she will return. But I wanted to say that in the future, we will have some very exciting stuff coming up. There she is. Hello.
The curse got me, Grand Arbiter. It sent me away.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. So what I was saying is that please connect with your community, become a spoke in a wheel of community building, and turn that wheel to connect you with the people around you, because ultimately the only way we do anything and have good art and have a good time and have a good party is to connect with everyone around us. So please try to do that in the coming year. That's the best way to avoid Babushka Askew has no power over you as long as you're not alone.
That's right. You know what, Grand Arbiter, I do have one more piece of good news for the coming year. I'm so excited to share before we all say goodnight and go forth to all of our wonderful adventures for the new year. And that is that our poll for the theme, the sartorial theme for the coming year, is has finalized, and we have a winner.
Would you like to say it, or would you like me to say it?
Oh yeah, I was just building up the drama and waiting for you to be like, oh yes, what is it?
What is it?
For 2026, hotly contested, Botanicals and Arsenic Green really went head to head. They were scrapping it out. The year of Gothic Romanticism was a very scrappy third place, but the winner of this year's poll is Year of Arsenic Green. So going into the new year, I hope you all will enjoy bouquets made out of very vibrant green leaves and frocks featuring green and all sorts of green nonsense in the coming year. It feels like a very auspicious color, honestly.
I I do think so. And I think that a big part of it is going to be also transforming ourselves into poison that will kill our enemies.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Especially those who would curse us with ridiculous things and murder Sasquatches. We should just poison them.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think Babushka Askew is immune to poison.
Oh,
But
she
I mean, she is 99% poison. I mean,
that's true. That's true.
She's got mercury in her blood, so she's a complicated lady.
Right.
Every time I get a possession, I have to go to my herbologist to get the poison sucked out of me. So
very complicated. Yeah. Well, Grand Arbiter, I hope that you're able to get a very good visit
I'm
with your
drinking
herbologist.
I'm drinking tea as we speak to cleanse myself.
Purge yourself of the mercury.
Yes.
I'm not drinking tea, but this has been, oh no, oh my gosh. Scott Mistress says we can't poison Babushka because her hobby has too much to learn at Babushka's school for disreputable young ladies. Oh dear. Well, I wouldn't want to deny the Hobbit from an opportunity to learn.
Well, and I know that Babushka Askew will probably be back next year. She really only does these once a year visits these days, which honestly, thank God.
She's so busy. She's so
busy making everyone's lives miserable. And
Grand Arbiter, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Madam Askew, would you like to give us our final words going into 2026?
Yes, I would. My darlings, for the last few years, I have been reminding you to treasure yourselves as we treasure you. And as we are wrapping up our annual Hogmanay party and getting ready to celebrate the turning of the year, I want to remind you that it is more important than ever that you do kind things for yourself, that you show the love and compassion to yourself that you have for so many people in your circle, and that you find some way to celebrate your own victories, whether that be a small way or something extravagant, whether it is wearing a tiara to go and buy your favorite chocolates or simply spending a happy afternoon reading your favorite book and drinking a really good pot of tea. Do something kind. That is how you will restore your own spirits, and we will face the coming year and all of the travails that Babushka Askew has tried to throw at us. I adore you all so much, and I love that we get to spend this time together. Thank you all for being here this year. Grand Arbiter, would you like to send us out?
In the arms of the angels, fly away with me. Okay, no, I'm done. That's the amount I can do without copyright infringement. So we'll see y'all next year. Not Friday next, but you'll see just me with 2 very special guests next week. So we'll see you next week. This has been our Hogmanay variety show. I'm your Grand Arbiter. That's your Madam Askew. Do battle, get a sword, babe. Bye.
There's a sword. Yes.
Get a sword.
Happy New Year.
Get a sword.